Hello everybody. I just realized that a new set of constellations just dropped in, and there are a couple of Neo Cosmos levels included in there, one that I've already played already, but there's one additional new Neo Cosmos level, but I kind of want to save that later. You know, I don't want to just immediately play all the Neo Cosmos levels. I kind of like want to, I don't know, maybe I'll do like a special episode for just like levels that just all contain DLC mechanics. But yeah. But instead, what we're going to do to substitute for that level is take in one of your suggestions, which you will see very shortly. 3x, the wind up, but it keeps on rewinding. Yeah, another one of you just said to play Fire Stick level, and I'm like, alright, fair enough. Is that, sometimes I record these videos, like, directly after I upload another Adofi episode. So sometimes your suggestions will sometimes come in, like, in 2 episodes rather than just the direct next episode. It's kind of unfortunate, but it happens a lot. But I don't know. I guess you could tell me to be more patient with uploading these kinds of videos, but honestly, I just love playing this game. That I just kind of want to get right back into the action, you know. Anyway, that was an interesting rewind mechanic. I mean, luckily this isn't. It's not like too crazy. Oh, okay, there you go. I've seen this pattern so many times, and actually, I haven't seen this pattern so many times in custom levels. At least I don't think I have. Okay, this one though, I don't think I've ever seen. Actually, no, I have seen this. I've seen this in Vanta Black, where it's in like double BPM. That was a fun time. Seriously though, this is a pretty strange SSS. I'm surprised they never actually tutorialized this one. Even like, despite like all the tutorials they give for it. How much are we reversing? Are we going back to like the beginning of the level? Oh, never mind, we're not. Okay. Okay. You know? I wonder what rewind shenanigans are gonna happen here. Ooh, that was okay. That was a bit interesting. Oh. Yeah, okay. I knew something was gonna happen there. I saw the checkpoint, so yeah. Alright. Man, are we going all the way back? Oh man. It's fine. I will say though that playing these patterns in reverse is actually kind of interesting. Like, I wonder if like someone should like make like a version of all these songs where you just play them like in mirrored version. I don't know. It kind of sounds dumb, honestly, but I don't know. I mean, it probably is. But I mean, that's kind of what I thought when playing about this level. Ooh, okay, there you go. Oh, then here we go. I guess we're gonna just be playing 3x all over again. All right. I'll learn about. Oh, this is way faster. Okay. Yeah, but not as fast as the speed trial, I think. Unless it is. I'm pretty sure the speed trial is a lot more bigger than this. Oh, okay, that was an interesting slowdown. Oh. Alright, well, that was certainly interesting. Okay. But you know, of course, it's gonna be a little cursed. It's a little, you know, a little troll here and there, where you know you just restart the entire level, and then when you're going through the entire level all over again, it speeds it up. I don't know what margin it speeds it up by, but I guess it must be a pretty decent BPM, because it made it so that I had to make it so that the time window was not unlenient. So I guess that counts for something. Surreal Walk, composed by S. Smiley and charted by Bingsu. Its medieval style VFX that uses assets from the main game worlds, plus the clean charting, are what shines so much in this level. It's beautiful, it's elegant, it's simply wonderful. The main course of this dish, however, is the use of the new pause events. It has been tutorialized by showing off two different kinds of pause tiles. One is 2 beats, the other is 4 beats. As far as my playtesting goes, it is straightforward and does what it has taught you in the tutorial worlds. Overall, really great stuff from Bingsu. I'm really kind of interested in how this pause tile thing is going to work out, considering how this is a new feature that's just added with the Neo Cosmos update. But it's not like you don't need to get the DLC in order to have these mechanics, which is kind of cool. I like that, because I think those pause tiles are going to be pretty useful for any charters. Also, unfortunately, I don't know what this tutorial name is. It's kind of sad. SW1, a name I cannot pronounce. Should I just do that for every tutorial name? SW2, a name I cannot pronounce. Okay. So, alright. Seems like your usual map with all the classic rhythms, such as bends, squares, and 3-point turns. You'll love to see them. SW3. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, that's useful. It tells me how long to wait. So double arrows is you wait for 3 beats. 1 arrow is just 1 beat. Gotcha. Alright. Basically, 1 arrow is like U-turns, while I guess I just have to count the 3. I don't know like what I can substitute for the double arrow besides just counting 3 beats in my head. So yeah, SW4. Oh, seems like some offbeat U-turn tiles. I will say that offbeat U-turn tiles always create some interesting results. It will make you feel a little uncomfortable, I feel, you know. Not that, like, uncomfortable as in, like, it's charted poorly, it's just that, you know, it's a little bit hard to really game through, you know. SW5. Okay. Oh! Don't get distracted. Okay. This ain't too bad, though. You know why? Because it's actually not as fast as many of the other don't get distracted moments. I think the fastest, like, quote-unquote don't distracted moment I've ever had is the no hints here level, where like one of the last sections is don't get distracted, where it's like, I think it's around like 200 BPM something. I forgot how fast it is, but it is pretty fast, and especially in the EX version where it introduces fast lanes in there. So you have like crazy like visual effects with fast lanes. It's pretty tough. S. Smiley, Surreal Walk. Oh, what? Okay. Okay. Fair enough. I guess there's just like a you know, like fast lanes, you know. You always see them. Ooh, okay. Look at that. Okay. It's already recognizable already. You'll love to see it. I will say though that this song's kind of giving me like Rhea vibes, but like it also has it's like a little neat spin on it, I guess. I mean, it's kind of just a guess though. I don't know if this artist is actually inspired by Rhea at all, but it kind of just gives me that vibe. Oh, okay, I think that I caught on to that. I'm also loving this so far. This is I like this song so far, though. Okay, here we go. This is a pretty nice though. I love this so far. Ooh. Okay, I can't catch myself slacking like that. Oh, okay. Ooh, okay. God, okay. That was a little nerve-wracking. Alright. Very somber tone to this song, though. Yeah. I guess it kind of reflects, like, you know, like, I guess, like, all the destruction in the background. Because, you know, this place kind of just looks like a ruin. So, yeah. I guess it makes sense. Nice. What a nice song. I like that a lot. Although I did not expect the do not get distracted part to be like double BPM, but hey, that's fine. It's alright. Does really have quite a high difficulty increase though. So that's something to definitely consider. Blue Reflection, composed by HJLL and Sam Zing, and charted by Farah. How do I make another impression about Farah's VFX without mentioning previous impressions twice? Farah knows no limits when it comes to making visual effects in his level, starting from a cartoonish to modernistic beginning to the bottom of the ocean. This is why one might say he's realistic when it comes to designing his levels based on the emotions of the song. The ocean section in particular has a great mix of blur and sunlight for that realistic detail. Overall, it's great, especially the charting. I like this one more than the others. Alright, well, time for a Farah chart, you know? I mean, I've been seeing a lot of Farah charts recently. Oh, yeah, there's some nice Rose Garden vibes here. You'll love to see it. Yeah, there you go. I'm liking the song so far. Ooh, okay. I've seen that pattern in some custom levels. I'm glad I see it here. Such a satisfying pattern to play. Okay, oh my god. This drop, holy crap. Oh, that is so satisfying to play. Yeah, these are some These are some unique swing rhythms. Ooh, wow. What a classy song, bro. Oh, that was such a nice song. I love that song, too. I love the swing rhythms in it, too. That ending part, honestly, was kind of nice. Like, I mean, the beginning part was, you know, it was smooth, but damn. The later half goes in pretty hard, alright? Not gonna lie. Music's pretty nice. I like the visual effects, too. Bright tunes composed by Kotari and charted by Hiji. Pretty sure I pronounced that wrong, but whatever. If someone presents me their second level and slaps so friggin' hard, I wouldn't have believed them. But here we are. This does show how giving new creators good criticism and great advices can make them improve in their level making. And I hope we'll never stop doing this. VFX is simply great, and the charting is tastefully well done. That being said, this level has no tutorials about the pause tiles, so I recommend playing Surreal Walk, composed by Smiley and charted by Bingsu, first before this. Overall, a great second level coming from a name I cannot pronounce. Hello, we're back. And, yeah, this has no workshop, so, we're playing the good old editor. Now, luckily, I guess, thankfully I played Surreal Walk, so I don't know how these, pause tiles are gonna work. Kind of like how, like, there's, like, a little semblance of, like, continuation. Because now I learned that mechanic from the first world, now I'm going to use it to pass this other world. It's pretty nice, I'd say. So far, I think, things are going pretty well. Let's see. Ooh, it doesn't count down for me. Okay. Okay, that makes that like concept a lot more harder because now I have to like kind of ingrain in my head to like wait for a beat, kind of like a U-turn tile. Now, if they introduce like the ones where I have to wait for 4 beats, that might be very tricky. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do those, but I don't know. I'll try my best, like I always do. Here we go. Ooh, okay. That was a little tricky. There you go. Nice. Okay, cool. So, definitely makes that one, like, pause tile. I mean, I don't know if I should call it a gimmick, because I feel like I'm gonna see more of those, like, arrow tiles in a lot more of these custom levels, but they did make this mechanic more difficult by not including the countdown. Fairy Tale, composed by LCWWWW and charted by Yoon. Not gonna lie, when I first saw this level and looked at the views and workshop subscribers, I thought we'd been sleeping on this level, because this level, in my opinion, almost matches the design quality of other levels with great VFX made by known creators, such as the great blend of bloom and tiles and decorations in the Gloomy Night section at 103 to 117, and once again at 202 to 231, but with a different tile design. The charting, as well, is remarkable, another tastefully done one. That being said, you better watch out for the last part. One look away, and you'll get lost from its pattern. Nice work from a name I cannot pronounce. It seems like we're gonna have like a more like chill level this time around, which I mean I can work with that. I swear, man. I mean, I feel like I'm gonna constantly play like the new Constellation levels, but I feel like one day they're gonna like toss in like an extremely hard tech level all of a sudden. I swear. Seriously though, I mean at this point, I mean I don't know. Have I really mastered key gaming? Probably not. And plus, I need to eventually go on to 4 key, like whenever that day comes. But hey, that's like still a long way. So yeah, you're probably gonna expect like a lot of. I might actually do like a lot of practice sessions. Like once we get to those levels, by the way, which is probably gonna take me a while if I wanna, you know, I wanna beat all the other Constellation levels, you know. I want to save the hardest ones for last, you know? Not because, you know, like... I mean, of course because I can't do them, but also because, you know, it'd be more thematic if I beat, like, more difficult levels when I'm, like, approaching the end of the journey, you know? The way I see it, you know? All these customs, you know? Just one step closer to understanding even more rhythms of the cosmos, right? Ooh. Ooh. That was a nice little spin I got there. Nice. I am really enjoying this chill level though, because you know, it wasn't that difficult, so that was how I was able to make that long ramble that I just did during this entire level. Hey. This is really nice. Very relaxing. Oh my god. Okay, I think this... Okay, I kind of like just intuitively guessed. There you go. Okay. Nice. Put in a little bit of a music box at the end. Okay. Yeah, that was a pretty nice chill level. I like that a lot. You know, yeah, this gave me a little bit of time to kind of just, you know, ramble about how I'm gonna beat more difficult levels in the future. And hey, I don't know. I'll get there one day. All right, it's gonna take a while, but hey, I think the journey is gonna be what counts at the end of the day. You and Me, composed by Asharu and charted by C-Chrome. This is the first ever classic level from C-Chrome, the first ever shower song used in a custom level, according to Workshop. The VFX for a first timer is pretty decent. With the right amount of bloom and simple camera movements, the song normally has a bunch of skrunklies, and he wasn't capable yet in charting those properly, so I helped him fix it, to the best that I can. That being said, if you're a fan of shower and wanted a chillaxing level, then this might be the level for you. Ooh, double BPM, okay. Well then, I guess hopefully you don't have double BPM skrunkle patterns. Otherwise, that's gonna be a dastardly combo. Ooh, okay. Okay. Alright, there you go. Okay. Yeah, this is some interesting combination of like rhythms here. Since it has the usual like 90-degree stuff, but then it also has like these weird swing rhythms, and then it has regular swing rhythms. There you go. Nice. Okay, I think the only reason why that had a strict rating was just because of those that one hexagon, that like speed up right there. But besides that, everything was just pretty much smooth sailing, really. I mean, you know, weird patterns, but you know, I ain't no stranger to weird patterns all the time. You know, I mean, although admittedly they are very intimidating when they're at very high BPMs, and I've seen some very high BPM weird rhythms. Let's just get things started, I guess. Alright, I'm putting in 3x, the wind up, but it keeps rewinding and hard. Mostly solely for the fact that how many times this level kind of rewinds. And it rewinds at some pretty awkward spots. I think what could be potentially a problem if you're going to sight read this is, like, you don't I don't know if there's any way you can tell when the rewind's gonna stop, so that's a bit like tough, but luckily it usually just rewinds when you're going in a straight line, which is, you know, thank God that happens, otherwise that'd be really tricky to get used to. I think the other section that just makes this a bit more harder than your usual levels around here is that it speeds up to a point where, you know, I think it's above, like, I think for when it asks you about BPM leniency, it's usually at 220, so it's a bit faster at 220 when it gets to that point, but luckily you have a checkpoint, so that way, you know, if you die there, you can at least immediately attempt to go back there again. This level is pretty long, though. I think it's like 4 minutes long, so yeah, you're in for a pretty decently long ride if you choose to play this level. Surreal Walk, composed by S. Milling. This is such a beautiful song, and I really like it a lot. But the reason why I'm putting this in hard is, well, the pause gimmick actually wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. Because initially I thought, like, okay, they're showing me when the countdown ends in order to tutorialize it, because in the main level they're not going to show when the countdown ends. But here it actually does tell you. The reason why I'm putting this in hard is just because of that double BPM don't get distracted part that gets just inserted into it. Because even if you don't get distracted, it's actually still a bit hard to keep a steady beat when you're going in double BPM, and yeah, it's fast enough to be for strict timing, so obviously this does have quite a decent amount of BPM to kind of warrant that higher difficulty. Unfortunately, to also add on, there are no checkpoints when I look through the level, so if you die there, you will have to go through a good portion of the level again just to have another shot at that one fast lane part. Blue Reflection, composed by HJLL and Sam Zing. Now this is an advanced level. While there is quite a couple of visual effects that might throw off your sight reading, I think the rhythms here are not too complicated, but they are a nice groove. I think as long as you have a basic understanding on how swing rhythms work in this game, you can really get down and have a really groovy time with this. Bright Tunes, composed by Kotari. Now this is also a hard for me as well, because of the count, not because of, like, you know, it being fast, because immediately, I mean, it's like, I think it's like 200 BPM, so it is fast, but not too fast. The thing here is the pause tiles here. The pause tiles are more harder because there's no countdown in order to cue you in on when it's ending. You just have to kind of count the beat in your head and then tap when it's appropriate. Now that is a lot more tougher in my opinion. That is a lot more tougher to understand, but luckily it's not too difficult, and luckily it doesn't include the double arrow, which is like 4 beats, I think. So while it does expand upon the pause tile gimmick by making it so that it doesn't have the countdown cue, and it's also a bit more faster when it's in regular BPM, it doesn't include the full extent of it by having those double arrows. But I still think this is a bit more of a tougher custom level when compared to others. Fairy Tale, composed by LCWWWW, I think is just a fair normal. I think that this level introduces quite a lot of visual effects, and it might actually be a little bit hard because some of the track kind of appears all of a sudden. The thing is that this song is relatively slow, and it doesn't include more like complex patterns, I'd say, like triangles within like tree solos and stuff like that. It just has regular rhythms like you'd see everywhere else. So it's very, very relaxing. You and Me, composed by, I already forgot what this name was in I'm just gonna say a name I cannot pronounce, but I remember that the name of this composer was translated to English, but I already forgot it already because I have terrible memory. But this level right here, very nice level. A lot of as the description says, scrunkle patterns, but luckily the scrunkle patterns are not that fast, and it's just an enjoyable level all around. Now I think the one trick that you're gonna have here is the hexagon going in double BPM. But generally, with how I treat double BPM hexagons, they're just triangles, and just in a different way. So I think that's like the one trick there. So like really, the strict timing isn't that scary because it's only that one section. It's kind of like the only hard part, and I feel like if you understand that those are just triangles and not anything more, then you'll be able to clear this level easily enough. And that's it for today's episode. Now, I have seen a couple of other suggestions on the latest part of my series, and unfortunately, with how things go, sometimes it might take me 2 episodes, 3 episodes, maybe even more, because sometimes I just don't check my comments section sometimes. And yeah, but don't worry, I'll eventually play them. But anyway, that is all from me. Hopefully, I'll see you another day.